and Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Christmas Memories YouTube Inspiration Hop Day 4 Christmas present, like as in today, a scrappy inspiration YouTube and Instagram hop. So I had to wait to be able to do Day 4. I had a lot of other layouts done because we hadn't done anything for Christmas yet. I'm going to use the My Mind's Eye Holly Jolly collection, and I'm going to use this. I only have this pattern paper, this 12 by 12. I have one more 12 by 12, and then I have one angled 12 by 12. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one with the Christmas trees. And the reason that I had to wait to do this is because we hadn't done anything for Christmas yet. So the first weekend in December, we went to the Christmas tree farm, and I made the family go. They were so excited. Let me tell you, they were all like, woo. No, they weren't, but it's totally fine. I made them go with me, or I made them take me. And we got a Christmas tree. So I am scrapbooking our day, just a couple pictures from our day at the Christmas tree farm. I am going to go ahead and I gutted the Christmas tree paper. And then I'm going to go, and then I trimmed off that red cardstock, which it matches the red Christmas tree ever so nicely. And I'm going to go ahead and set that right in the center so that my Christmas trees are the border, but then I'm going to come back in, and my initial thought was to use that red and pink stripe, but I set it down and I really liked the way that it looked with the Christmas trees. So there's like the Christmas tree paper just has a little border in the middle of it, and I do sit there and line it up so that it matches, and then we're just going to get that adhered down. Now, before I forget while I'm adhering this down, this is a YouTube and Instagram hop, so I will have the links to all the ladies who played along today on Day 4 of the Christmas Memories hop. Please check them out, so give them some love. Now, these are the 3 photos that I'm going to use, and they're quite big. So I'm going to trim these down. I trim this one down first, and then I pull in the selfie that I took with them all behind me. I can't trim that down because I'm either going to cut myself out or my son out, and I realized that right then after I already cut that first picture. So then my plans are changing, and I trim this down just a smidge more, and I will come in and trim them several times because I want them to stay on that 11 by 11 piece without like compromising the integrity of the photos. And this one would have bothered me. I would have cut like half my head off for my son, and I was not wanting to do that. So I am still looking at this, and I'm like, all right, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I'm trying to figure out now how to lay it out. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this one down again, and I trim off my fiance's daughter right there, but it was really just like her nose and her chin. So it's kind of she wasn't really in the picture. She just kind of snuck in there as I was taking them. She's the only one that will pose for me, though. The other two like run and hide, and she'll all smile, and she's cool. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do, and I decided I'm going to go with a grid pattern, and I am going to push the picture up to the big picture up to the top. And then I'm like, you know what? Pull it down. And we're going to have the title go there, and we're going to just do the grid. So my title is going to be Tree Farm, December 2020. And I'm going to go ahead and stick it on this white cardstock just to make it pop, because otherwise I feel like it would have got lost in the background there because it's all the Christmas trees. Now, these are some Dear Lizzie thickers. I just picked them up at Tuesday morning, I believe, and they're thickers. They don't stick. So I do get them placed somewhat on the page or on the little piece there. And then I do go off screen and glue them suckers down. Now I know that this is what I want to do, so I'm going to go ahead and line this up and see. I'm thinking if I like that, and then I'm just going to go ahead and adhere the pictures down, which, spoiler alert, I move the pictures after they've been adhered down, because the two on the left side of the page, they're in the wrong order. And I know that sounds weird, right? But I always, we read from the top left to the bottom right, and they're carrying the tree, then they're cutting the tree down, and then we're all carrying the tree again, and that didn't make sense to me, so I have to switch those around, and that will be later on in the video. But I'm going to go ahead and get these 3 adhered down, and then I'm going to mark on my little page where I want that to land, just with my little pencil, and then I'm going to come in with my trimmer, and I'm going to trim it off. And then I'm going to jazz up the white because the white was just, that's too white. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure it fits. Then I grab out my Stampin' Up, just my tracing sheet, and I'm just trying to use that stuff up. So instead of marring up my mat, which now I know that's how you keep your mat clean, you don't use your mat. I'm going to take my red G2 Pilot pen and just make some red lines, messy lines around it. And then I'm going to come in with some candy apple distress ink, and I'm going to go ahead and distress the edges of it as well, just so that it, you can see it. You can see the edge. And I'm going to go ahead and get these. And then I found this little car with a Christmas tree on the top of it, which my fiance was like, you were not putting a Christmas tree on the top of your car. And I'm like, my car? And he was like, no. And I was like, all right. So we had to take 2 vehicles because his truck isn't big enough. So, but I thought that was fun. So, and where else am I going to use a pink station wagon, right? So I was like, oh, Clark Griswold. So I'm going to use that on my layout as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and I get these stuck down. And I do grab my T-square ruler because I want it to be straight. And it wasn't going to be straight if I tried to do it on my own. Let's just be honest. So I do get Tree Farm down. And I was pretty impressed with these letters that I had enough to spell all this. Usually I don't. And now I'm going to go ahead and figure out where I want him to be. And then we're going to come in and I'm just going to futz with it. And there you go. It's all done. Everything is adhered down nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and get this adhered to the page. And the little car is overlapping 2 of the pictures. And then I'm going to come in, and this is also a My Mind's Eye sticker sheet, but I didn't find anything on there to use. There was another little car, but I didn't want to use that again. So we're going to stick the sticker sheet that came with the collection. Now I'm just going to go through all the stuff that I picked that would go with Christmas Tree Farm Fun. And that is all my little embellishments. All that little circle piece there. It's a little washi tape, and it says tree. I'm going to pull out those 2 guys, which are snow globes. I like that little wreath. And I'm just in there just grabbing stuff. The whole Be Merry thing was just funny to me because, they were trying to enjoy it for me, but let's be honest. They're all too old and they didn't really want to. And my fiance was like, why do we keep walking farther away from the road? You don't have to carry it. And then there was one point where we had all just agreed on one, and my son was just aggravating him and said, I don't like this one. Let's keep looking. And then it was like, thanks, Sam. But we found the prettiest Christmas tree. And, it didn't seem like it was that tall right there. Like, okay, but my son's like, I don't really always think about it. My son's like 6'4", okay? He's huge. He's not standing to the top of the tree. I only have 8-foot ceilings. We got it home, and it just barely fit, which was funny. Like my husband, or my fiance, husband, whatever he is, he's my fiance. He had to trim the top of it off to put the star on. And he was like, wow, that thing did not look that big. And I'm like, yeah, right? Like, this is the biggest Christmas tree I've ever had, and I'm super excited. So I'm going to go ahead and take that tree sticker. It's washi tape, but it's so old it's stuck to the back. And I just glued it down. And I'm going to have that be in the center of my little wreath right here. And I'm going to pop the wreath up on some foam adhesive. I did take that Be Merry tag, and I just cut it down to where it was a square die cut, and I inked the edges of that as well. I like this little fa la 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 because they'll never admit it, but we were having fun and singing Christmas carols and just being silly out there. I'm going to take these 2 cute little chipboard pine branches and stick them right underneath the Mary that's popped up on foam. So it's like, it looks like it's got wings. It must have drank a Red Bull. And then I kind of peeled that up just a little bit, but that's okay. And I stuck my hand in it, and then I had to put glue back on it. So I'm just going to put those 2 right there. And we are almost done. I'm going to stick these right on here. And this is when I realize, yep, see, oh, those got to be the other way. So I switch them. Again, do not forget to go below and check out all the other wonderful ladies and channels that are playing along in the Christmas Memory Hop. Day 4, there's some ladies that are doing it every day like myself, and there's some that are just popping in for one here and there. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you would like to see more from me, click that subscribe button. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave a comment below, and I usually get back to you pretty quickly. All feedback is appreciated, good or bad. I'm going to go ahead and stick these 2 cute little guys right up here. And I want to place this little branch, so I'm going to go ahead and add him down here because I didn't want him to look like he just drank a Red Bull and had wings. So I add him over there, and then I pull back in the other My Mind's Eye sheet and grab another little holly leaf right off of him. And that is going to do it for the layout. I think we could be going a little bit longer. I'm not real sure what else I do, but I'm really liking the way it looks. And it's a simple design. I've went back and forth between, complex, crazy, and easy. So that's going to do it. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, and have a wonderful and Merry Christmas. Oh, I forgot I went ahead and inked the edges as well, but after I do this, that is it. So yes, we are so close to Christmas. Everybody needs to sing the fa la la, right? And that's going to do it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.